Okay, today is Monday, but what month are we in? September 9th, back to school. Here's our friend Moon. We're finishing up, we're on the down end of our boot camp. We're putting it all together. And again, it always needs to be remembered, boot camp or dog training, this is just the beginning of his process. He's responded very well, but he's very hyperactive. Not very, but he's an active dog. He's an active young puppy. He's lost a couple of pounds while he was here. You probably see some scratches on him because he's, give him some free time.
Okay. Wait.
You'll see some scratches because he plays very rough with the dogs, and because of his tightness of his skin, it's very common for these dogs to show that kind of thing. So Camille's going to ask him to go place. So we're trying to, so place is a command.
Go place. Good. Go place.
And then we close it. So place is an important command that has to be reinforced. It's never perfect. None of these behaviors is just like children. They all have different personalities. So what we're going to do today is just kind of demonstrate again, put all the pieces of the puzzle together. We're going to go to the train station, we're going to ask him to heel, to sit, to stay. We're going to teach him the concept of laying down. Remember, this is analogous at the end of our training. This is 7th grade. It's not college, it's not high school, it's not graduate school. It's just ingraining very basic behaviors to the dog. So he looks at the human as though they're in charge, and he's not. So she's going to release him by saying okay, and there he goes, and he's a happy-go-lucky dog. And we're going to go off to the train. Okay, so one of the things we do is control everything. You have to control his food. He can't make decisions on his own. So we use food here actually kind of opposite of what other people would use it for. So we ask him to sit, and then I drop food, but he can't get up for it. You see how relaxed I am? He can only get it, so think of that as across the street, and he runs across the street to get something he thinks he should have, and he gets hit by a car. So instead he has to sit, and then we tell him, okay, then he can have his treat. The same thing applies to counter surfing. So let's just say, he's probably very rambunctious. Remember, the leash and collar stay on the dog when he's under your supervision. When he's not, he goes into his crate. So this is very simple concept. Good boy. Good. So there, I can't get him to jump, and if he does, what am I going to do? I'm just going to pick up the leash. He smells them, but he's not jumping. And I'm not giving no energy here. If he jumped, what would I do? I'd pick up the leash and correct him. So now I want to give him a treat. Moon, go place. Place. I help him. I just direct him. Place. Good. Right? So it's a work in progress. Stay. Stay. So always keep in mind, 12 days of anything is 12 days. 12 days of violin lessons or 12 days of violin lessons. So, and this has to be clearly understood. We're going to cut again, and we're going to go out to the train station. Okay, so we're at the train station. There's the train. The whole concept here is to be relaxed. The dog don't know what a train is. It's a pterodactyl, an aluminum pterodactyl. We have to take charge of his mind for fear and confidence. We love, 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 and then we're going to walk. We walk by me telling him to heel. Heel. And we go. Look, I'm relaxed. Dog's on my left side. And we're going to video varying parts of this as we go. When I stop, he needs to sit. When I step out with my right, he needs to stay. We got to be down here energy-wise. We can't be here. Yeah, I dropped the leash. I'm taking a little bit of a chance, but here's the end of it. There's commuters. I come and love them now. No biscuit. Love. And we're going to move forward into more distractions. Heel, you can cut. We're doing very well. We're in the epicenter of distraction. I have a bus here with carbon monoxide coming out of it, noises. This ground is shaking. I have people, noises. I'm relaxed. If I'm relaxed, the dog is relaxed. If I'm nervous, dog's nervous. So we don't want to transmit this to the dog. The good part is he's very capable of this. Okay, so this is, I guess, what we would call our graduation video. If this is where the rubber meets the road, where we're not in a sterile environment whatsoever, and the dog is happy and confident, but this particular dog needs a firm leader. So we use what's available to us, so we don't have to go to an agility course. Of course, the town of Brookhaven provided us with this beautiful obstacle course. There are stairs, there's everything we need, distractions. So this is a perfect place to train a dog. It mimics all of society. So when Camille is giving a lot of love, but notice there's no tension in Camille's body. Look at how relaxed she is. In a second, she's going to ask the dog to heel, and the dog's going to come to her side. Go ahead, hon. She corrected a little, and off she goes. Now she's back to work. Good. Make a left turn. She turns right into it this way. I'm sorry, left about turn. Good, doggy. Praise, and you'll see the praise that excites her. She's going to slow down and come to a stop. The dog is going to sit automatically. She's then going to give him free time so he can jump up and go to, and he jumps and he uses the bathroom or whatever. And then we're going to cut for a second. All right, now we're going to go into some distractions. So Camille's going to make a left. Good. She's relaxed. Notice her hands and body. And where we're going now is very difficult for a dog. There's echoes, there's windows, there's noises that you could hear. And Camille's going to go right up she's going to ask the dog to sit in front of the steps, and she's going to ask now. We're going to use our voice. He's a little afraid of that little metal in front of him. Camille's going to step out with her left and say heel. Good dog. She's going to slow him down a little because we don't want him jumping off the platform. Make a left. So this is a work in progress. We've never suggested that this is a done deal. This is really actually good. She's going to come down the platform. Yeah, look. He's not sniffing. He's not pulling. And trust me when I tell you, we're surrounded by distraction. And then she's going to come down this little obstacle course. This is a confidence course. It's when we talk about obstacle course, the real design of it is to build the dog's confidence. She's going to make a right towards me. Good dog. The dog's happy. Then she's going up the next set of flights. She can just go. She will control him if he darts up the stairs. But he goes much better now, much better now, much better now. She's loving. She makes a left and comes down. Here comes a running human being. Hurry, make the train. He's doing his O.J. Simpson imitation. Probably don't know who O.J. Simpson is, but that's another story. All right, so, I mean, there's really not much more to do. This is basic obedience. Camille's going to come to a stop. She's going to ask. So sometimes we help out if there's a lot of distractions. Now she's going to pivot out with her right foot. And she's relaxed. She's going to step back a little bit more. She's going to drop the leash. Here we are. The next thing we're going to do is come to a stop. She's going to ask the dog to sit. So he's getting a little distracted. That's fine. She gave him a little correction. She's going to say stay and pivot out with her right. And then she's going to drop the leash and she's going to back away. And this is wonderful. This is our test. Now she's going back to his side. She's never praising him from up front, because if she did, he'd break the stay. Now she's stepping out and saying, she's waiting till he sits again to reposition himself. She's saying heel and stepping out, and off we go. There's not much more we can do here. There's every distraction in the universe right here. So go down to the end one more time, all the way down. Keep going right there. Yeah, face it. We'll see if he can jump a little higher. Ask. He's very good. Free time. Beautiful. And then this is when we love the dog. So this is the reward for his behavior right here. Not bacon, not cheese. Love is the answer to this. Structure, love. We know it. We do it all the time with human beings. Bye-bye. Okay, so again, we're back at doggy daycare, and we're now it's fun time. So, you know, this is what balance in life is. It's fun, it's relaxed. So now we play with his tug toy, and he has it. He can do whatever he wants. We don't impose anything on him now, just like we wouldn't a child at recess. He can do what he wants as long as it's on our terms. Then when he's done playing, you see Camille. Look, notice her demeanor. Notice the dog's demeanor, relaxed. She's going to pick up the leash. She's going to ask him to heel. Heel is our first behavior, so therefore he should do that the best. We're introducing the down, which is our last and most subordinate behavior, so this should be the most difficult, but he's kind of got it. It's a heel. So we got to get him in a straight sit, and Camille, we're going to just work this out on video so you know how we accomplish these things. That's the important part of boot camp. Stay, and then she's going to raise her right hand and say down. And then she's going to raise her right leg. So there's a bunch of cues. And then she's going to put a little tension on the leash. Just stay tension, and then he's going to lay down. And there's no tension on his throat. Understand that. It's just a little pressure on the top of his neck, and he's going to lay down. And then she's going to love him. And this is the process. We do this several times, and she's going to love him. Yeah. And then he gets a belly rub, and then she's going to ask him to heel. And she's doing nice timing. Camille's, this has to be done in a very relaxed way. And she's going to ask him to sit. She's going to ask him to stay. She's good. And then she's going to raise her right hand. And as you see now, after 2 times, and she goes back to his side and praise. You never praise him from up front because that's going to trigger him to violate the behavior. So we're well on our way for this. This, of course, has to be reinforced because remember, the heel and sit and stay we've been doing for about 8 days now. And the down is our last and most subordinate command. But it's all good, and this is fine with the graduation. He's going to get a bath tomorrow. He's going home, and I feel delighted. He's exceeded my expectations completely.